Hey everyone, what is going on? So we have another showcase for you today in the Great League, and this trainer has a YouTube channel, so you know I'm going to leave a link in the description down below. But let's take a look at the team. It's going to be Jellicent in the lead, with Dragalge as a safe swap, and Shadow Ho-Oh as the closers. So in the Master League, Shadow Ho-Oh, or Ho-Oh in general, is really strong. Really powerful, really tanky. Obviously not as tanky in the Great League, but still, let's see how it performs. Yeah, we'll go ahead and dive right into these battles. We see this Dragalge right now going for the Aqua Tail. It doesn't play against the Glorian Stunfisk because of that Aqua Tail. Although you do have to shield if you want to go for switch, but the Dragalge is not going to go ahead and go for switch. Just going to let it go. Totally fine. Going to farm down with the Ho-Oh. The opponent still has 2 shields, which is kind of unfortunate, but we'll see what happens. In comes Altaria. So yeah, you gotta go ahead and go for the Brave Bird. There's no way they let this Altaria go. This would do so much damage, but you can get a shield and then switch into Jellicent. The opponent gonna fire back with a Scrafty. Now because Jellicent does have Surf, it's gonna be doing some pretty decent damage to that Scrafty, and it gets to it pretty fast. So 2 more Surfs probably will just KO, but the opponent is actually gonna go ahead and commit the shield. You do have to watch out, because obviously a foul play, this is a boosted foul play. If it is foul play, it is going to be a foul play, so that is a good shield. But 2 Surfs should pick up the knockout. You still have a shield as well, so we're going to see the Surf come in. Hex down? I think you can Hex down, actually. Just going to let it go. Wow. Actually going to let it go. It's going to be a foul play. Doesn't KO, but relying on the Ho-Oh because the opponent is out of shield. You know what? I actually like that, because you should be able to reach the Brave Bird after shielding this attack. And Brave Bird, I'm not sure how much it's going to do. It's got a KO, right? I mean, it's going to do a lot. I know Altaria is really tanky, but a Brave Bird from a Shadow Ho-Oh, yes, it just KOs from that range. Probably should have known that, but I didn't. Let's go ahead and dive right into the next battle. Very well played. Yeah, well played to let that Jellicent go from that foul play. Great game. Alright, moving on. So we have a Golbat in the lead. Of course, you don't have to worry about the Poison Fang, but this is just the Poison Fang. It's not a Shadow Ball. So you have no reason to shield that. Yeah, just going to charge up, go for the Shadow Ball, going for the massive damage into the Golbat. Let's see if the opposing Golbat decides to shield or if they let this one go. They do actually decide to shield. They want to fire back with an attack. Is it another Poison Fang? Unfortunately, it is. So yeah, really unfortunate there. I'm going to go ahead and just go for the Surf now. Very interesting. Last time we saw the Shadow Ball. Now just going to go ahead, go for the Surf. But the Golbat does shield, so that's good. Maybe planning on switching out anyway. That's why they went for the Surf. But going to go ahead and let this go. It's going to be another Poison Fang. Who knows? Maybe the Golbat only has Poison Fang. Maybe they don't even have a second move. This is another Poison Fang. No reason to shield it. So yeah, Poison Fang, no problemo. Gonna go ahead and go for the Aqua Tail right now, trying to KO that Golbat, and that will be able to KO for sure. You still have the Ho-Oh in the back, and Ho-Oh is really scary. Not against the Swampert, though. Obviously, Ho-Oh does not like Swampert. I mean, a Brave Bird would KO, but you kind of want to keep it away, especially since it has a lot of energy. But Jellicent can come in. Do they have enough for an Earthquake? I don't know. They did charge up some energy. It's going to be a Hydro Cannon. Good call. They do have another Hydro Cannon, though. Just going to let it go. Now, here's the thing. You do have a shield. So you could shield this attack and should be able to farm down because you saw that Incinerate sneak through, right? So definitely going to go ahead and shield that. In comes a Glorian Stunfisk. Oh, look at that Earthquake. Beautiful Earthquake coming in. This is definitely going to KO the Glorian Stunfisk. Shadow Ho-Oh, yeah, when shielded down, I understand why the Ho-Oh is used as a closer. Because when shielded down, you literally KO anything, right? So absolutely amazing gameplay. Let's go ahead and move into the next one. Ooh, okay. Not a great matchup at all, so I'm going to go ahead and switch. But, I mean, the Surf at least gives it play. Ice Beam, I ran last season because it does give you play against, like, Noctowl, as well as Pidgeot. But the opponent's just going to go ahead and go for that Surf. Totally fine. Are we going to see a Gunk Shot? It looks like we are going to see a Gunk Shot. I think this is another Surf as it is. I'm just going to let it go. We do see a Gunk Shot. If the opponent doesn't shield, this will KO. If they do shield, well, the Dragon Tails is still adding up. The opponent does not shield. Out comes Noctowl. You love to see it. Going to go ahead and go for this Aqua Tail right now. The opponent does shield. Now, the thing is, Shadow Ho-Oh will still take a lot of damage, right? Oh, but able to get to another Aqua Tail. Really nice, able to get to this Aqua Tail. I didn't expect the Dragalge to get to the Aqua Tail, but able to barely make it. Yeah, I mean, as I said, the Shadow Ho-Oh, it is in the Great League. It's still going to take a lot of damage. That's why we see the Jellicent come in. I actually kind of understand why the Jellicent came in, because I kind of want to, well, take the attack. Oh, the opponent brings it in mid-game. Okay, I thought the Jellicent would stay in and take that attack and then maybe get to a Surf, go for a Surf against the Noctowl and have Ho-Oh as the closer. That Earthquake did a lot of damage, but it's not enough to KO. Gonna go ahead and go for the Earthquake. I understand this Earthquake because you don't want to debuff yourself, right? And the opponent has to shield. So now you have 2 shields. I don't think they could wing attack you down. Even if they made it to another attack, which they shouldn't. Actually gonna overfarm and go for the Earthquake, so doing a little bit of a BM right there. Could have went for the Brave Bird, obviously, but it is what it is. Doesn't really matter. It was actually risky because that was almost the loss, but still able to win that. Good game. Let's go ahead and move into the next battle. Jellicent into Whimsicott. Is it the new Fairy Wind Whimsicott? It is Fairy Wind, and that thing has grass attacks, so you do have to watch out. Able to catch it. I love that catch. Able to catch it on the Dragalge. Very beautiful play. Dragalge is going to resist that. The only thing is Whimsicott double resist Dragon Tail, but you do have Gunk Shot though, which is good. So gonna go ahead and charge up to the Outrage and throw the Aqua Tail. Let's see if they shield. They do not shield. I probably would have just went straight for the Gunk Shot. Well, could you have made it? I don't know. They probably would have thrown an Icicle Spear. But I mean, at the end of the day, you're still getting the Wolverine low. The Wolverine's going for the farm down. He did have to give up all of his health. Not all of it, but most of it. But still, you know, it does get low. Gonna go ahead and let this attack go through. It's gonna be that Earthquake, doing a lot of damage. This is not another Earthquake, so just gonna let this one go. Totally fine. Icicle Spear coming in. But the Jellicent did get low, but the Jellicent does have a lot of energy, so we're gonna see the Shadow Ball come out right now. From the Jellicent, very nice indeed. That will pick up the shield, and now switching into Ho-Oh. Oh my gosh, it's a Registeel. Going for the Brave Bird. Yes, the Brave Bird. The thing is, you do debuff yourself, but the lock-ons don't do any more damage anyway. So, the opponent's more likely to shield that. Yeah, the opponent did shield that. Beautiful. I mean, Brave Bird still would have done a good amount. Honestly, I think Brave Bird KOs from this range. I thought we were going to see a farm down. Yeah, I would have just went for the farm down. But to be honest, it should not matter because you can go for the... Oh, they are going for the... Okay, they are actually going for it. So the opponent is going to go ahead and quit the... Yeah, beautiful game, beautiful game. Let's go ahead and move into the next battle. We do have Jellicent into Galarian Stunfisk. Okay, Surf makes this a lot better than it was. Trevenant coming in. Out comes Ho-Oh. Now, Ho-Oh still has to watch out. Even though this is generally a good matchup, it does have to watch out for Shadow Ball because it will do a tremendous amount. Shadow Ball is a powerful move. It really is so strong. Able to just farm it down before the opponent gets to another attack, which is really nice. So Ho-Oh probably will pick up a shield here. Pelipper, it will definitely pick up a shield. Can Ho-Oh make it to another Brave Bird? Yes, it can because the Pelipper is going for the farm down. So the opponent is definitely going to shield this, and then the opponent will be able to get that farm down. But I would say it's worth it. You pick up both shields. Out comes Dragalge. Hurricane will do a lot. It probably is a Hurricane. It is good shield. Looks like that was a last second decision. But out comes the Galarian Stunfisk. Out comes this Jellicent. Looking really good because you can go for the Surf. Obviously, Surf does more than Bubble Beam. So if you had the traditional moveset with Bubble Beam, it wouldn't do as much. Surf makes this a much better matchup for Jellicent. Jellicent definitely making waves. I feel like Jellicent's going to be really good in the Ultra League. It already was really good. But especially now with Surf, I think it's going to be better. So another Surf that will be enough to KO, and Pelipper is coming in. Okay, Pelipper actually throws an attack. I would say that's totally fine. Yep, Weather Ball will KO. And trying to get, well, this doesn't KO, but maybe you could farm down afterwards. I don't think the opponent can make it to a Hurricane. They cannot. They were going for it. If they got to a Hurricane, that would have KO'd, but they were not able to do so. Good game. Let's go ahead and move into the next battle. Jellicent into Deoxys. This is a great matchup. They could have Thunderbolt, so keep that in mind, but I'm going to go ahead and switch out into Trevenant. able to catch the Seed Bomb. Beautiful, beautiful catch. I thought maybe we were going to see a Shadow Ball and then dip to get a shield, but no, we actually see the catch on the Seed Bomb, which is actually a really good catch. So Dragalge is going to go for the Aqua Tail. We actually see a shield from the opponent, which is really nice. Shield from down. No, just going to let it go. If it's a Shadow Ball, it KOs. It's a Seed Bomb. Beautiful call there. I probably would have shielded that, to be honest with you. Even if it wasn't Shadow Ball, you lose Switch, but you get shield advantage, which I guess would have been good as well. But now you have both, which is even better. Deoxys is coming in. Deoxys does throw an attack. Totally fine. You let it go. Who really cares? Rock Slide, that confirms that they don't have Thunderbolt. I guess they could have Thunderbolt in addition to Rock Slide, but most carry Superpower. Not Superpower. What's the move? Psycho Boost? Yeah, Psycho Boost. Shadow Ball is going to pick up the shield. Rock Slide is double super effective against the Shadow Ho, so I'm sure it definitely would KO, I'm pretty sure. Right? Poison Fang, no problem. Able to just go ahead and go for this Shadow Ball right now. This Jellicent is looking really good. Do you even need the Ho-Oh? Yeah, gonna switch in to finish off. Probably just go for the Farm Down. Yeah, just save the shields because you can get to a Shadow Ball against the Deoxys and take it out. And this is gonna be a win here. Easy win. Because, yeah, go for the Brave Bird. You probably don't even need the Jellicent anymore because this Brave Bird is gonna do a tremendous amount of damage. Enough to KO it. Look how powerful Shadow Ho-Oh is. It's actually insane how powerful it is. Moving in Jellicent into Lanturn. This is a really bad matchup. You're gonna have to pivot. You can't leave. Because then if you switch into Dragalge, they would switch out. You'd have Ho-Oh on this. So you have to stay in. I mean, having Jellicent against Lanturn is better than having Ho-Oh against Lanturn, right? Because at least you can first of all shield, and Shadow Ball does a lot. I'm gonna just let it go. If it's a Thunderbolt, it should KO. It actually doesn't KO, which is worse because they get extra farm, but it's fine. Dragalge is coming in. Dragalge is probably just going to let these attacks go and go for the farm down. He basically had to give up switch there, but he had no other choice here. You couldn't switch out. The opponent will get to another attack. I believe this is just a Surf, so Dragalge is not going to go ahead and shield it. It is a Surf, but it did get it low. But maybe this means there's no other water type for that Ho-Oh. Berserk is coming in, okay. Aqua Tail could switch out. The opponent shields it. Another Aqua Tail coming in. I'm surprised we're not seeing a switch. But let's see. The opponent's gonna. Now we see the switch. Okay, after that Aqua Tail, definitely have to shield this. Go. The opponent didn't switch out. They're throwing the Foul Play. What is in the back? Actually, they're throwing a Play Rough, which is resisted. Down goes Berserker. This Ho-Oh has energy. It's the Deoxys. Gonna go ahead and go for the Brave Bird. I do agree with the Brave Bird because yes, you are debuffing yourself, but the counters are already resisted. We do see a shield, and we're going to see another Brave Bird. Absolutely amazing. We know how much Brave Bird does to Deoxys. It's not enough to KO that one, but you can just shield this, and that Incinerate goes through, and that is going to KO the Deoxys. And that's going to be a great game, very well played to both trainers. But yeah, Shadow Ho-Oh able to take it. I love these Ho-Oh battles. Ho-Ohs, it's not my favorite Pokemon. It's up there, though. I love Ho-Oh. Oh, ooh, you love this matchup. Okay, so the opponent will switch into Galarian Stunfisk. Still a good matchup, and I guess you can't really switch out for right now. But I guess, like, the backline still has play against the Medicham anyway, right? So you definitely stay in. Throw another Surf for right now. I'm going to go ahead and shield. I do like the shield because I think they're unlikely to bait. They don't bait. They go straight for that Earthquake. Now you can farm up. Okay, I would have farmed up a little bit more, but that's okay. Just want to get rid of this Galarian Stunfisk. Going to actually undercharge it. The opponent still shields it. Going to be able to get to a Surf before the opponent gets to another Earthquake, though, so that's good. This Surf is going to connect and KO it. You love to see it. Noctowl coming in. Going to go ahead and switch into Dragalge. I like it. Because even if they switch into Medicham, you still resist the counter. All these Pokemon resist counter. Jellicent double resistant, right? Going to go ahead and let that go. Dragon Tails are doing a lot. We do see this Aqua Tail come out right now from the Dragalge that will pick up the shield. And out comes another one. The Dragon Tail is a really good move. So we do see this attack come in to the Noctowl. Trying to get to one more. Okay, you could let this one go. This is going to be a win. You probably bring in the Ho-Oh to go for the farm down because Jellicent, the Hex is double resisted. Just gonna let this go. It doesn't KO. It's a Shadow Ball. It doesn't KO yet. Ho-Oh still has some tank. I thought it was, like, it still has tank in the Great League. Like, it's able to take some of these moves, even the Shadow one. Really cool. I'm actually impressed. I'm gonna undercharge it. Doesn't really matter. That's gonna KO the Medicham. You're making me want to try out Shadow Ho-Oh. I'm not even joking. Yeah, I like it as a closer. Yeah, I really do. Okay, if that has 5 fangs, it's looking really good. It could have Fairy Wind, but the opponent switches into Victory. Oh my gosh, the opponent wants no part of that. Oh my gosh, you love to see it. You love to see it. Let's go ahead and move into the next battle. Jellicent into Crobat. Okay, so Crobat does have Shadow Ball, so that's a thing to keep in mind. But it also has Poison Fang. And the opponent making an attempt to catch into Swampert. But obviously this is fine. You don't want the Ho-Oh at all on a Swampert, so you're glad they brought it in. Able to go for that Surf. Surf will be enough, I believe, to KO. And it is enough to KO. The opponent just lets the Swampert go. Very nice. You love to see it. You love to see it. You love to see it. Okay, Crobat coming in. I don't know if it's Shadow Ball, that's fine. I would say Jellicent did its job, but it's not going to switch into Dragalge. I do like that swap. Saving that Jellicent just in case the opponent is not switching out. You still have that Shadow Ho-Oh in the back. Dragalge going to go ahead and shield this one up. Going to be a Shadow Ball. Good shield. The opponent going to... Okay. The opponent still has 2 shields, but just going to go ahead and go straight for it. Going straight for it, I mean, not everyone runs Gunk Shot. The opponent, oh man, they don't even shield that. They called the bait. But I may have been tempted to bait there, but that was a good call not to bait there, because here's the thing, like, some Dragalge don't run Gunk Shot. I have run it with Outrage in the past, right? So it is possible a Dragalge has Aqua Tail and Outrage. That's why I guess the Azu called it. So it was a smart decision to go straight for the Gunk Shot. I may or may not have baited, I don't know, but yeah, good play. Moving on, we have Jellicent into Lanturn. Obviously, we've seen this matchup earlier in the video. You can't switch out because you do not have the Ho-Oh on that Lanturn, so you have to stay in this matchup and lose it. But the opponent actually baits. Actually, surprising bait there. Did not expect the opponent to bait. Did they charge up the Thunderbolt? Yeah, they had to have charged up to it, right? But either way, that's fine. The opponent shield, so looking pretty good, actually. Yeah, you'll lose this matchup, but at the end of the day, we knew that was going to happen. Dragalge is coming in, and the opponent will be able to fire off an attack. They're not going to switch out, which is good, because you don't want Ho-Oh on that Lanturn at all. So trying to get to a Gunk Shot. Not quite, but you could take this if you're the Dragalge. The only scary part is you lost the Jellicent, and Dragalge is getting low, right? We're going to see a Farm Down. Yeah, no reason to go for Gunk Shot now. We're going to see this Aqua Tail. It obviously makes sense to go for the Aqua Tail now because of how low they are. And still not enough to KO when they do get off another attack. Oh man, Lanturn with that tank. That is unfortunate, but obviously you don't want to shield that. Okay, that's good for the Ho-Oh. Going for the Gunk Shot. Will the opponent shield this? The opponent does shield that, and out comes the Ho-Oh. Now, obviously, we know sneaking in an Incinerate, which is good. We know that Shadow Ball would just KO this Ho-Oh, if not get it extremely low. Able to farm down. Yes, able to farm down. Loaded energy on the Ho-Oh. Oh my gosh, it's a Talonflame. Brave Bird, if it doesn't one-shot, it would definitely two-shot. And it does one-shot. I probably should have known it was going to one-shot, but I've never seen Shadow Ho-Oh in the Great League, I don't think. Anyway, that will be it for this one. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you so much for sharing your battle experiences with us. I really enjoyed this submission, and I'll see you in the next one. Have a good day. Bye.